Austin here from Tech. Been with Solavei for about 6 months now. I started out as member 50,000 and something. So far, for the last 6 months, with Solavei as my primary self-provider, I have had no major complaints. Let's dive into this video. I mainly use Solavei on my Nexus 4. I actually ordered Solavei solely based on the reason that this phone was ever produced without LTE. Let's go ahead and do a quick speed test here. I'm at my house. I have a 33% signal with Solavei. And these are speeds that are pretty typical at my house. The signal here fluctuates significantly. I'm pretty far away from the closest Tmobile tower at my house. Here's several results that I pulled earlier today. I was sitting directly underneath the Tmobile tower. As full disclosure, each time you see I'm approaching 15 megabits per second. This is because some Tmobile MVNOs, like Solavei and many others, are throttled to exactly 15 megabits per second. Even though the network is HSPA 42, dual carrier capable, you will not see any speeds above 15 megabits per second. This 15 megabit per second limitation is frustrating, but it doesn't really seem to limit me in any way, shape, or form in my everyday usage patterns. Solavei works great on my Nexus 4, it worked great on my Galaxy Nexus, it works great on almost all Android phones that are unlocked for the T-Mobile network. Very common question is, does it work on the iPhone? I will actually demonstrate a speed test on my old iPhone. Mind you, this is just to show that 3G works on iPhone. This is an iPhone 3GS. The maximum download speed on an iPhone 3GS was only 7.2 megabits per second. Getting almost 2 megabits per second of that 7.2 theoretical max is actually pretty good. But all iPhones made since the iPhone 3GS, including the 3G, work on Solavei in most reformed areas. And I will include a link in this video that shows a map of all the areas where the iPhone will work on 3G with Solavei. I want to go ahead and show you just how responsive this network is under typical conditions. I'm just scrolling around in Google Earth, Maps, trying to load in imagery from different areas. And as you can see, it loads within less than a second of when I'm trying to zoom into a new area. Let's see how long it takes to load up a high quality YouTube video. So high quality is on, and let's start counting. Start a timer.
So the same thing always happens
2 seconds.
when a new device launches.
Let's go to another video. Here's the video, it's loading, and I want to play this video in high quality. And we're playing. In less than 1 second the video buffers. Another important feature that Solavei supports is the use of unconditional call forwarding, and in this demo that I'll show you now, I'm going to use my good old-fashioned landline to call my Nexus 4, and I'll not answer that call, I'll let it go and forward to my Google email system. So we're waiting for the call to time out on my phone, should be about 22 seconds. And here's the call in my Google voice system. Solavei supports unconditional call forwarding. Here we are on Solavei's website, and I want to point out something I said in my last video. Most MVNOs do not provide roaming on T-Mobile's network. Most MVNOs, period, on T-Mobile do not provide roaming when you're on a prepaid type setup. Solavei does, and a recent trip that I took all the way up through Idaho provided me with coverage all the way up Highway 5. There are big chunks and service areas where if I was on a MVNO like Simple Mobile, I wouldn't have had coverage in areas going through the lesser populated areas to my final destination. So as you've seen, Solavei supports unconditional call forwarding. Solavei provides roaming, and it gives you 4 gigabytes of 4G data throttled to 15 megabits per second, as I've shown you earlier in the video. And being on Solavei for the last 6 months, I've had very, very few dropped calls. Yes, I've had them. They're a real thing. They exist. I'm not going to pretend that dropped calls don't exist. But it's been a very smooth experience. I haven't experienced MLM, multi-marketing spam. People who join the networks through certain people do experience a certain amount of spam, but the people or my sponsor on the Solavei network has been a very helpful person. That's actually helped me find some members, but you don't have to sponsor Solavei if you don't want to. If you just want to come in here and pay $49 a month, be on your merry way. You will get one text per month from Solavei, and that's just telling you your monthly earning statements and your monthly bill due. And full disclosure, if you click on the link in the bottom of this video to sign up for Solavei, I'd appreciate it. That helps me grow my network, and people who join Solavei through my links, I promise I never send a single piece of spam ever. So, if you enjoyed the video and you actually think Solavei might be a fit for you, check the link at the bottom. Thanks.